reaction video brought to you by Spiraken, some podcast and reviews about connecting enhanced narratives. I'm your host, Zan, saying konnichiwa, aloha, buongiorno, and what's up? Hope you're doing good and hope you're excited because we're talking about something that's really near and dear to my heart and something that I'm really excited about, and we're talking about Nintendo Direct 2024. And this was released today, the 18th of June at, what time was it? It was at 7 a.m. PST, 10 a.m. EST. And let's be honest, this is a really shocking one because of some of the things that happened today. There were a lot of good news, a lot of bad news. We're not going to get into all of it, but we're going to show you some images. I can't show you the clips because, well, it's a Nintendo and I don't want to get a copyright strike. But we can talk about this a bit. And we're starting off with some great titles, and I'm going to kind of hit each one a little bit. We're starting off with one which I was kind of just wowed about. And we're talking about the sequel, or spiritual sequel, to Mario and Luigi Superstars, which was on the Game Boy Advance. We're talking about Mario and Luigi Brothership. This one looks kind of cool and a little bit different. It's a crazy game that, well, let's be honest, it's Mario and Luigi with that unique style, and it is obviously a co-op game. The system looks pretty good. It looks different, and, well, like I said, it's going to be a lot of fun. The next one that we're really going to be talking about that has me a little bit more excited or kind of confused is the Nintendo World Championship NES Edition. It is a game where it's going to be online co-op, and, well, it looks really cool. Because what happens is that when you play the game online, it's just whoever finishes first gets the top. Whoever doesn't. And you get to play tons of old school video games. Everything from Ice Climber, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario 2, all these games. And it looks a lot of fun. Now, the one thing I will say, though, that makes it more interesting to me is besides the fact that we're getting a digital release for it, there's actually a physical release that's going to have an original NES cartridge to it. And that looks, wow. I mean, it's a physical NES cartridge with a Switch game. I'm kind of shocked by that. From here, we've got the first game, which I'm kind of like, it's not going to be that great. And we're talking about Fairy Tail 2. If you played the first Fairy Tail game, it's a cool RPG adventure game that's 3D. Looks like a fighter game, but it's not. This one, well, let's be honest. I love Fairy Tail. I love the universe. I think it's a little past its time because the series is done, even though we are getting a 100-year saga coming out this year. So who knows? Might be good, might be bad. But we're going to see. From there, we have a couple of games which I'm not really going to showcase the images for because they weren't really enthralling to me. We're talking about Phantasium Neo Dimension. This is a standard RPG. It looks okay. You had an update to one of the cooler Switch games. We're talking about Switch Sports. We're getting basketball finally. Am I excited about this? I'm excited because I'm a basketball fan, but honestly, it's Wii Sports. It's Nintendo Switch Sports. It is what it is. There's no real, it's being innovative. No, it's the same crap. And I hate to say crap, but it is crap. From there, we have a game called Mio, or Memories in Orbit. This game looks trippy as anything. It's a side-scroller adventure that is in 3D, and it looks bizarre and insane. Is it going to be good? I don't know. It's one of my tops for this Direct, because it just looks so different. Is it going to be a good game? I don't know. I mean, we waited how many years for the Black and White Fox game? Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see how this one goes. But from there, we have a couple of other updates, including Illusion Island is getting an update. We're getting a Looney Tunes sports game. I don't think anyone asked for that. I don't think anyone's interested in that. But, hey, it's Looney Tunes and it's sports. So it could be good, could be bad. We have a Hello Kitty game coming out, which is essentially Animal Crossing with Hello Kitty. It is what it is. And speaking of which, a lot of people were really excited for Tomodachi Life. That game is done. It's finished. It was one and done. They're not doing it again. I don't think we're ever going to get another release for it. So it's a meme. It's not a good game. Let's just put it out there that it's not going to be great. But, again, digress. There's going to be an update for Among Us. We get some cool new abilities. If you're the killer, you can turn invisible now. And if you're someone who's not the killer, you can actually tag people and track them. So some cool new elements, but it's Among Us. There's a game called Formagia, which is a weird RPG. It looks okay. not great. And I know I'm being very abrupt with these, but we have a lot of games to get through, not a lot of time. Next one is we're getting Donkey Kong Country Returns, updated version, which is also an online co-op. It's Donkey Kong Country. It's a lot of fun. They've changed things around. It's no longer King K. Rool. It's now the evil tribe that's stolen the bananas, but same thing. You're going to go through, save the day. There's 80 different levels. So this one I'm definitely going to pick up. And today is brought to you by coffee because it is damn early for me. Well, not really. We're still in the process of moving, as you can see, doing some stuff. But let's get back to the reaction. So from here, we have something else which really piques my interest. We're getting a special edition of Remaster, which is going to be, let's get to it. We're getting Dragon Quest III HD in 2D. We're getting an adaptation of Dragon Quest in 3D. So that's really cool. It looks really awesome. We're also getting 1 and 2 remade. The art design is great, and the 3D elements look exceptionally spectacular on this one. I'm not going to lie. I love Dragon Quest, and also with the loss of Akira Toriyama, I'm going to go through these again because I love the series, and I have the originals on NES and Super NES. I haven't been able to play them in a while because like I said, we're moving. So all that stuff's going on. But I'm excited for this. It's going to be really cool. Anyway, next on our docket, we have one which I was surprised at because the board game version of this has been canceled. But we're talking about Funko Fusion, which uses the Funko Pops to essentially do everyone's favorite thing, which is Smash Brothers adventure stuff. It's crazy, it's weird, it's Funkos. Tons of Funkos doing different things. There's 100 different characters you could choose from. Everyone from He-Man to Marty McFly, they're all here. And let's be honest, it could be a lot of fun. I mean, Invincible is going to make you win the game. And each character did something a little bit different. They show a scene of Shaun from Shaun of the Dead doing the zombie walk. We also get, who else was in there? There's Scott Pilgrim's in there. We get, obviously, Marty McFly playing the guitar. We have a couple of villains in this. I think it's going to be good. I'm not sure, though. I'm on the fence because there is a Funkoverse game that you actually play, which is you actually use the Funko figures to play this game. It's 1/3 size? And that got canceled. So this may be canceled. It may still be popular because Funkos are on the decline. But again, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, and I admit that 100%. So anyway, next, let's get to the next one, which is going to be Luigi's Mansion 2, getting the HD release. We kind of knew about that and we heard about that, but it's Luigi's Mansion 2. It's a great game. It is a lot of fun. I personally would have preferred Luigi's Mansion 1, or we get a new Luigi's Mansion, because I love Luigi's Mansion 3. It's a blast. Greta beat the hell out of that game. So I want a new one. I think it's going to be good to see a new one. So we'll wait and see on that. But let's get on to the next one. The next one is going to be one which, it's okay. It's the new Denpa Men, which is essentially Tomodachi Life, except that you're doing little missions. It's okay. We're getting a sequel to Darkest Dungeon 2. If you played that insane roguelike game, it's a lot of fun. It is super dark, and it's also really, really stressful. So if you're into that, you're going to love it. A couple of other ones we have some N64 ROM releases. We're getting Turok and Perfect Dark. We're also getting 4 swords from Legend of Zelda. Not that great, but not bad. And we're getting Metal Slug Attack. And Metal Slug, I don't think anyone's asked for more Metal Slug, but I could be wrong. So from there, we're getting another Phantom Brave. This is a sequel called Phantom Brave: The Lost Hero. It's a little different. It's kind of a more collection game than it is an adventure game, but we'll see where it goes on that one. Then the one which I am super psyched for, my unofficial MVP of this Direct, even though it's not the best, we're talking about the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. It is with 7 games, including the Punisher arcade game. I am so psyched for this because it is MVC. And MVC, I am a huge fan of. Every single version I've got a hold of, even though I did break my MVC 4 out of anger once. But I love this series. I love being able to play Ryu versus Spider-Man. Or you get to play Iron Man versus Wolverine. Or you can even go Morrigan, who's one of my mains, versus Psylocke. This game's awesome. I love it. I love that we're getting all the different versions of it. I am excited to play the Punisher version. I am definitely buying this on launch day. When is it coming out? Well, relatively soon, but we're going to wait and see on that one. The one after that is another kind of horrifying thing, but we knew it was going to happen. We're talking to a bigger, bolder Mario Party. Yes, Super Mario Brothers Party Jamboree. And this one is now taking place in several new locations, including a mall where you can actually buy stars at half price when they're on flash sale. So if you like Mario Party and destroying friendships, this is the game for you. I'm not going to lie. This one is one which is going to be a fun one if you are a fan of Mario Party. But the game which is my MVP of this entire Direct is right now. And this one, holy smokes. I want to show the video so bad, but I cannot because I don't want to get in trouble. But we're talking about Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. It is a Legend of Zelda game where Link gets kidnapped, and you're not playing as Link. You're playing as Zelda. And while the mechanics seem interesting and weird, it's essentially Zelda gets a staff of echoes where she can copy items and creatures and use them to her benefit. So to fight, you can either throw rocks at people by conjuring rocks and then throwing them, or you can conjure enemies you've defeated and they fight for you. So you can have moblins, you can have anything. It's essentially just you have a mini screen with tons of items, use them to complete puzzles and tasks. This looks amazing. I love the fact that it is the same style as the Link's Awakening remake. While I was like hoping, maybe they'll do Link to the Past remake, this is more interesting because it is a Zelda game. And let's be honest, we finally get to play as Zelda. And yeah, we're playing as Zelda. Come on, you can't go wrong with that. And I can sneak forward a little bit. Yeah, it's like you get to summon moblins and different creatures as well. And each one helps you out some way. I mean, some of the echoes are weird. Like you're going to use a bed to cross a bridge, to make a bridge. That's kind of weird, but I think we can have a lot of fun with this. If we had fun building things in Tears of the Kingdom using random gears, we're just going to have as much fun doing insane stuff with this as well. So we're going to have to wait and see on this one. So from here, we have another staple of the Nintendo catalog. We're talking about Let's Dance. Let's Dance 4. Oh, and before I forget, because I have to say this, I definitely have to say this. The release date for Zelda is going to be the 26th of September. I'm definitely buying that. But yes, so back to Let's Dance. There's a new Let's Dance 2025. It's songs which are about 2 years old or 3 years old, even Poker Face, which is an older game. It's Let's Dance. We've done it. We know it. It is what it is. Then another one which I'm kind of shocked at is we're actually getting Lego Horizon Adventure, which is the Lego version of Horizon Dawn, which is a PS4 exclusive. So I don't know. I'm just surprised they got this. What deal did they make with PlayStation to do this? What did Sony give up for this? I don't know. But hopefully maybe this is more collaboration between the two studios. We'll see. Another one after this, which is going to be another kind of cross-platform adventure, is Stray. We're getting the Nintendo Switch version of Stray, and Stray looks great. If you have not played Stray, it is a fun, weird game that is super addictive, where you play a cat in a post-apocalypse with robots. Kind of crazy, kind of weird. But I know I'm getting ahead of myself or behind, but we're almost done. So from here, then we have a game which I'm not super excited about, but it's one which is going to fill that Tomodachi itch for some people, the Animal Crossing itch. We're talking about Tales from the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game. You are playing someone who's entering a new area of the Shire, which doesn't exist in the books, which as a Lord of the Rings book nerd kind of pisses me off. But you play a hobbit who's joined the Shire in a specific area, and you're going to build your home there. You've just moved in. You have to make friends. You have to cook. You meet some characters that you know, some characters you don't know. It's Animal Crossing plus Tomodachi Life plus Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I want to be like, yeah, it's great. Not really. And speaking of collections, similar to the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, we have another one. We're talking about Ace Attorney's Investigation Collection. Yes, Ace Attorneys. We're getting more Phoenix Wright. and some other characters, including Miles Edgeworth. This is coming out on the 6th of September. It looks pretty good. But if you like Phoenix Wright and Ace Attorney, you're going to love this. If you don't like Phoenix Wright, you're going to hate this series. So we're going to leave it at that, shall we? So we're getting to the end of it. There's only 3 releases left. The first one is a Danropa sequel. We're talking about the 100-line Last Defense Academy. This one is kind of crazy looking. It's essentially just it's Danropa, except that you are going to be playing in a school. It's Danropa, except that aliens have shown up and you're defending yourself. That's it. It looks good, though. I'm excited for this one. Then we have Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven. If you liked Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven, the original version, this is just an HD update. It is what it is. And then last and not least, the final release, my second highest of this week. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that one which we all love. We're talking about Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And wow, we're getting a new Metroid. I've been waiting for Metroid, and yeah, it's Metroid. So, yeah. Holy smokes. I did not expect to get a new Metroid. And this time, they kept talking about, oh, they're going to do 4, they're going to do 4. They never did 4, and now we've got 4. So, yeah. That is what we have. And let's be honest, it's going to be pretty good for what it is. And that was the Nintendo release for this week, this quarter. I'm not hating on it. I'm also not excited about it because honestly, we've had better Nintendo Directs. We've had much better Nintendo Directs. We've had, of course, the Nintendo Direct which did Tears of the Kingdom. We had the one for Super Mario Galaxy. We've had tons of them. And this one just is kind of, for the most part, you got second liners, second stringers. You have a lot of content which is just updates, uploads, remakes, a lot of remakes. The only original games that we really have are going to be Metroid Prime 4, Legend of Zelda Echoes of Winter, Mario and Luigi Brotherhood, and 100-line Last Defense. But like for Nintendo directly, it's 3 games. The rest of them are all remakes. So part of me says, oh, they're slacking off. They don't want to talk about their big stuff. But that's what we're going to get. I was personally hoping for a new Star Fox. Or a new, we got the new Zelda technically because we're getting a new Zelda game and it's played by Zelda, so I'm happy about that. We got a Metroid Prime game. I'm happy about a new Metroid game. But, yeah. Overall, to say it, this was a very mid event. But we've got some great announcements and some great games that look really cool. So we're going to see how this goes. Hopefully, once things are up and running, I will be doing some Let's Plays on Twitch and here as well for some of these games. So we're going to wait and see how it goes. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. Email me, zanspiraken.com, or tweet me at Spiraken. Let me know your thoughts on if you like this direct, if you didn't like this direct. And my random question of the episode is going to be, which of these are you most excited about? Or which one are you not excited about? Which one do you think is kind of just, What is your favorite game from this list? Let me know. Email me, zanspiraken.com. So as usual, I'm your host Zan. I'm Gonzville. Catch you guys next time, and keep playing video games. See you later.